Well, I'm moving up in the world, people. I have a tripod and 2 cameras now. My husband upgraded his cell phone, and I inherited his non-drop to death Samsung Note. So here it is. I'm doing a Santissima Muerte working, and just a general chat video all together. Someone asked for some prayer for academic success, and I've been having going through a time with my cat. My big gray kitty, is really sick, and I'm not sure if he's going to live much longer, so I'm up here just kind of hanging around my yoga room, which needs to be cleaned. Actually needs to be spiritually clean. Everything needs to be wiped down. I'm probably going to be changing things again. Keep things fresh and interesting. My little money plate, my affirmations and everything's working. My scholarship money came in early, so I thank God I'm able to pay my taxes and pay for my cat's vet bill and cover a lot of things and treat myself. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just going to do some aromatherapy. This is a habit I started doing every night. I do a mix of rosemary and lavender to stimulate the memory. And because it's the holiday season, Christmas, Yule, whatever you celebrate, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I mean, I don't know what scents they use for Kwanzaa, but I also use pine needle extract. So I started using pine needle extract because of the Christmas tree and all that, and I love that scent. Something ancient for me. I was using cedar for a while, a little juniper berry. I was using cedar for a while because I was inspired by the ringing cedars of Russia, which is a really strange book. I found it very hard to get through. Like, I think I made it through the first book by sheer will. I really like the concept of your personal energy ray. And so I continued that practice. I also picked up the whole thing of like the cedar and things like that. So that's why I use the cedar scent. So what am I doing right now? I'm lighting candles. I was going to light a blue candle, but I don't have any more. So a white candle can symbolize any color. It's all about intent. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, if you were in a place where you didn't have candles available to you, it's all good. You imagine it in your mind. You can set up a virtual altar. When I first started working with Santissima Muerte, I just had a picture I photocopied off the internet, and I colored it in like a rainbow color, and you know, here she is like how many years later. And you know, the way I work with her has changed a lot. I do a lot of like creative visualization, a lot of more like shamanic workings. I'm lighting that black candle because I did a shamanic working with Mother Hulda the other day, and her and Santissima Muerte work very well together, but oh my goodness, her and Odin, no, it's just, can't mix those two together. So this is the wax melt from my last working. I saved the wax melt that kind of looks like the Virgin Mary. I thought I said you know, if I was like a lesser person, I might try to sell this on eBay and make money, but I don't care. I don't know why I want to save these when it melts like that. I feel like some kind of mystical pattern in there. So the water's fresh, and on the altar I have my Palo Santo and my Copal Negro. This is her favorite scent. This is also her favorite scent, but they all like this scent. I burn this to the ancestor. I burn this to the northern gods. They all are good with that odor. There are just some things I don't do for certain deities, but this today is really a specific type working. And now I'm going to ring my bell. Calling my ancestors and my spirit guides. I always give a nice shake over St. Martin de Porres and Santissima Muerte. They work well together. St. Martin de Porres doesn't mind rum sprinkled on him, but he'd prefer not, so I won't, and I won't sprinkle any rum anywhere today. Instead, everyone's going to get a very generous dusting of the Palo Santo. I really should smudge myself with some sage, but I believe after I'm done with this that I'm going to take a spiritual bath. I don't know, I feel worn down with this whole thing with my cat. And so St. Martin de Porres, being the patron saint of house pets, stray pets and things like that, he opened up the first veterinary clinic in the New World. And he had a heart for house pets. So we're going to give them a good smoking. I have to watch my arm with the fire. Thank you, God and Goddess, for being here. Thank you for having Chester make it through the night. But I got 6.5 hours of sleep. But I feel somewhat restored. That's really smoking. It'll eventually burn itself out. So now I'm gonna give her some Copal Negro. Santissima Muerte, Santissima Muerte, Santissima Muerte. Santissima Muerte. Grandmother of my heart. Come and be with me this morning as I do this working. For academic success. Also for favors granted that I pass this last semester of nursing. I wanted to show you, very briefly. I do light this candle every now and again. I don't feel particularly inspired to light it today, but sometimes I light that candle. I would light that candle tomorrow on my day off, where I can let it burn quite a while because I'll be in the house. But it doesn't matter. So she doesn't care about big candles either way. When coming to me, I have a very special way I work with her now. I'll get into that in another video. I have my two white candles for academic success, also for repeating favors granted from last semester. It was a struggle. I can say that I prayed to a number of people, but I've been with Santissima Muerte, I think, the longest in terms of devotion. So I always consult her on a number of things, and dealing with the death and dying, and dealing with the underworld. I always go to her. I always fall back on her and St. Martin de Porres for issues with academic success, because I've had the success. I have other videos where I've done devotions to Blue Santissima Muerte. This Santissima Muerte that I have to be careful because I don't want to get her dress caught on anything. I got off of eBay, and I guess I could get different statues. I've never really felt compelled to get another one. She's very beautiful, and it doesn't matter what color I'm working with, it's all good. I thought about making different dresses. I thought about making my own statue, but I just, don't feel, oh, look at that. She has something to say today. When her thing starts turning, she definitely has a message. Now, with academic success, I find that I got a very good tip from a book which I packed away in storage because I don't use it as much as I used to, but it's a very good book. I'll have to find out the name and put it in the show notes about it. The title literally is Santa Muerte or something like that, and it's got a very modern cover. Ooh, is that it over there? No. It has a very modern cover, and it's a very nice book. Anyhow,